As a climber or even around the house, it's nice to have things like, say you're hauling your deer up or something and you need to lock it off. There's a knot we call a head knot. It can be tied with cordage or it can be tied with webbing like this, and we'll show you both of them. First of all, we usually take the knot and put it to one side so it leaves us a place to clip in and pull down here. Now we're going to take a bite and we're going to put it in the direction that we're going to pull. In this case, we're going to be pulling downward. We're going to wrap this around the rope 3 times. 1, 2, and on the 3rd time, we're going to come through that bite. Now what's important about this is this knot has a lot of surface contact to the rope. And also this bite right here, we're going to make it as small as we can to make it more efficient. And if that's small, it works better. Notice how there's not any irregular twists and everything leans against the rope. And we've got this part of the bite nice and small as we can get it. Now the way this works, you pull right there, it locks on. To move it, you want to break the knot free at the bite here, slide it up, and now it relocks on the rope. And this is really pretty strong. It may go well over 1,000 pounds. We haven't actually tested it, but it wouldn't surprise me to see 1,000 pounds. So we break it, slide it, break it, slide it, and that's the way it works. The hedden knot. This is a good all-around knot because it works both with cordage and webbing, whereas a prusik knot will not work very well with webbing. To start off with, make a little bite in the direction that we're going to pull. Now we're going to wrap up the rope in this case because we're pulling downward. It's real important there are no twists. We need to have it lay smoothly against the rope. Make at least 3 wraps. And then on the 3rd wrap, we're going to come back down through this small bite. In dressing this knot, we're going to want to keep this bite that we're threading through right here as small as possible, so that as we apply a tension or pressure against it, it actually bites on the rope rather than having it loose and not putting as much pressure on the rope. Notice how we're dressing it or working out the excess slack that's in it and making that bite of webbing much smaller. So this has a minimum of 3 wraps on it, and this is very much like the prusik in the fact that we have to break the bite loose so that it doesn't continually tighten up. If we didn't do that, it would tighten up so hard that it'd be hard to even move it. So each time we move it, we like to break the bite loose and then slide up the rope and set it and continue from there. One thing you want to do is if you ever start sliding on one of these is to put a hand under it and grip the rope or whatever, because this will actually cut through the knot very quickly if it does start to slide, which is rare.